What's up guys, welcome back for another Yugioh Pro Duel video. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup, second and last match here in Group F. Let's take a look. We have, well, two Titans, I guess Orcust versus True Draco's Masterpiece.tech versus the 4Z's Orcust. Definitely, you know, a title candidate, right? There's only like 2 years of difference between both these decks, and you know, Masterpiece like Rusty Bardish are all banned for a good reason. But yeah, let's take a look which deck has the advantage, and seeing from the votes from the previous video is that about, well, a little over 60% are seeing that Orcust should have the advantage over a deck like a Masterpiece or, yeah, True Draco, right? And I get the feeling why. As you know, or you might remember last year, True Draco also was part from the Cross-Banlist Cup, did well, but you know, that version was without a Masterpiece, but had the advantage that it was on like a lot of floodgates, Monarchs erupt, like I think like Gozen or Rivalry, you know, a lot of floodgates, right? And that's the difference between well, like this year's list and last year's list, due to Masterpiece. And let's not forget the fact that when like a Masterpiece was legal, I don't think it was that popular, right? Especially because of the mirror match, etc. Do you know, main deck those floodgates, as we saw like from like True Dracos from 2019. Anyway, Masterpiece.deck going second, Orcust opted to start, and that particular field is superb, like for Orcust, Rusty Bardish again, or at least the field spell giving you the interaction or the potential or the possibility to play it during your opponent's turn, banishing something Dinkersu during your opponent's turn, potentially sending something from your opponent to the graveyard. Probably not, you know, you're just going to attach the level 3 again to Dinkersu, but the fact that you could potentially destroy something with your Rusty Bardish is already very strong. You know, like you definitely want to target like the field spell, for example. And yeah, double Fog Blade again, very important, prevent the tribute, or yeah, the True Draco monsters from triggering, right? That's the thing with Masterpiece. I feel that Masterpiece should be, you know, like used for a tribute summon for both traps and monsters. Monsters, obviously, because of, let's say, Rusty Bardish, because of Dinkersu, and traps because of Fogblade, and maybe the Orcust trap, right? Crescendo. But seeing that those are gone, the monster, well, like, at least Masterpiece being unaffected by monster effects is of course the thing you want. But the problem is that Orcust on its own is fast and definitely has the ability to, like, first of all, force out Masterpiece, and if not, you know, go for Dinkersu first. And by doing that, you know, you're basically shutting down Masterpiece, right? I mean, Masterpiece can only use its effect once per turn during both players' turns, like banish a continuous spell or trap, pop something on the field or from your opponent. But as you know, Dinkersu says no, just detach something so that, let's say, like a stronger monster like Boral Sword can just attack over it, right? Or, as you saw, banishing the Orcust Nightmare to pump up Dinkersu and give it like, is it 3k? I think it's 3k, but yeah, that's definitely more than enough to attack over a Masterpiece, so that's why I'll lose this one. Maybe I made a small mistake, but I think well, there was just nothing I could do about that. So game number 2, post side deck. I'm going first, you know, I think I side decked in Macrocosmos, Imperial Order, I think. Rivalry as well, I believe like 2 or 3 copies of Rivalry of Warlords, and this opening end is fantastic. I think that Orcust, or this particular Orcust deck, is like side decking triple Twin Twister, and that's it, I think. So I should have the, you know, the nice advantage here. I was a little bit hesitant on using the Imperial Order, you know, maybe the Twin Twister, but eventually opted to go for it, since I think I have like double Rivalry set at the Skill Drain as well. Yeah, the Skill Drain I think is, or was it a main deck? Not pretty sure if that was side decked or already main decked. Only 1 copy though. So yeah, using Disciples, getting the free draw, resetting, you know, like the whole engine, I guess, getting out their Masterpiece. Not really sure which cards I used up to get Masterpiece on the field. Probably a Spell Trap, yeah, probably. But, you know, I mean, this should be my duel. Rivalry is still set, right? Skill drain as well, you know, just to note, this should be my duel. And double Nightmare in hand for Orcust, that's not that great. But let's face it, it's just the floodgates that got me through this particular duel. So 1-1, okay, Masterpiece.deck still going good. Going second though, that might be, well, again, a problem. I mean, the thing is that if Orcust is able to end like the good old any 2-card combo leads to a Nightmare, leads to, you know, like Nightmare Mermaid, and that's full Orcust combo, that's a problem, since full Orcust combo equals into Rusty Bardish, leads to, you know, Galatea, equals Dinkirsu protection or interruption during my turn, and that's just too good. The Solemn Strike is a bit iffy, especially going second, right? I mean, also because of the Trickstar engine to potentially, you know, with a field spell to shut down the potential strike. But I feel I have the space, there wasn't really something I should side deck it out for, right? So I just kept it in. Problem though is the Drawn on Lockbird, and it's doing more than I initially thought, right? I mean, I can't use Terraforming now because of Drawn on Lockbird and both, well, Maiden as well. If I get Maiden on the field, and let's say if my opponent uses any card effect, no search. So, and you know, that's what happens here. It prevents the second Fogblade from being used, you know, like preventing the Maiden from getting a search. And yeah, here is something I was talking about. I mean, the double field spell is already gone, double light stage due to, you know, like the small interaction, Candina and the Carobane. But yeah, the third copy of light stage hits the field, and yeah, it's blocking the Solemn Strike, but I don't think it would have mattered too much. Any, like, well, maybe like a floodgate would have been flipped over. Not really sure if there was like a crescendo set. Then again, there was no Galatea on the field. Then again, if there was a crescendo set, you know, you would like leave Galatea on the field. So I'm going first, and again, like from all the cards, again getting hit by a Drawn on Lockbird, right? I mean, I was thinking of maybe another play would have been like sacrifice my Macrocosmos first to get out the Dynamite level 6 on my side of the field, you know, then if my opponent had like any hand trap, like let's say Ash Blossom or in this case Drawn on Lock, would have been able to search out a trap. That might have been better, but then again, we're talking about the Macrocosmos, again, MVP against Orcust, right? And I feel that, like, the Drawn on Lock was, like, pretty much the only card to, you know, like, cripple me. Especially because, like, again, the field spell, the diagram, card of the mice as well. This hurts a lot, and for me, this maybe was a bit wishful thinking that I would survive even under Macrocosmos. But yeah, that's not the case, and you know, like Orcust, any 2-card interaction or combo leads to, you know, like Boral, Swords, Dinkirsu, OTK, and it's a bummer. If it wasn't for Drawn on Lockbird, I definitely could have done more, you know, use the field spell, eventually get out the, you know, the Dynamite Fighter, and get off, you know, like a card of the mice as well, and go from there, especially, you know, like getting 2 free draws off of the mice. But yeah, one extra duel, you know, just again prevents spoilers. 2 Dracos again going first. This is an okay opening hand, but again I'm faced with the dilemma. Maybe I should have kept Masterpiece in hand, right? There is no true Draco trap to give me the ability to tribute summon during my opponent's turn, and by getting out Masterpiece this way. Or maybe I should have let Ignis Heat on the field, you know, getting a potential search as well. But by doing that, there would not have been like a Masterpiece on the field for the potential interruption. So yeah, again a dilemma, but yeah, the Ash Blossom again definitely hurt. And yeah, the Wind Twister, not really sure what my traps were. I believe there was a Strike set, and was there a Floodgate set? Not really sure about that, but it's just the Twin Twister definitely hurt, and I believe Masterpiece is unaffected by monster effects, and yeah, monsters and spells, I know, but, and yeah, indeed, I know that the Crescendo is set, and Masterpiece is definitely, if I use the effect, is going to get banished by Crescendo, but it's not going to matter. Again, I mean, you know, like, Orcust will always keep, like, the Galatea on the field and, like, attached or, you know, pointing towards another monster, so it will be protected from being destroyed by battle. So, yeah, eventually Dingers will hit the field, either Nightmare will pump it up, or, you know, Boral Sword will hit the field, forcing out, you know, like a Masterpiece, and then Crescendo will be activated, so I can't do anything. Nope, this wasn't my duel. So in the long run, again, I'm saying a lot, but again, I think we have a well-deserved winner, and Orcust is moving on to the top 16 playoffs. Next matchup, we have Dinosaurs, Master Rule 5 2020. It's going to take on another huge force here in the cup, sadly though only sitting at 3 points, and that's Spellbooks. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.